Your wetsuit stinks? Well, that's normal. Learn to live with it. Would you like it to stink less? We have some ideas. Welcome to the Wipeout Weekly, the daily podcast for beginners, wannabe surfers, and seasoned wipeout enthusiasts. No hype, no filler, just the highs, lows, and honest truth about learning to surf and finding your place in surf culture. I'm your host, Suze Wilson. Let's go out. Neoprene stinks, literally and figuratively. I know we shouldn't be complaining about the one thing that makes it possible for us to surf in non-tropical conditions. But seriously, why didn't we invent a material for a wetsuit that would be easier to care for? If you've ever wondered why you don't seem to be able to get that unique wet dog smell out of your wetsuits, here's why. Neoprene, for all its advantages of keeping you warm and insulated from the cold ocean water, is just not breathable. And surfing is an extreme sport. You may not feel it because you're submerged, but you do sweat. And all that body oil and sweat means bacteria getting lovingly sealed into your wetsuit. Let's talk about peeing in your wetsuit. Yes, it can contribute to the stink if not rinsed out properly. If you don't drink enough water, load up on coffee, live on a diet of red meat, eggs, Brussels sprouts, and asparagus or similar, extra sulfur and ammonia will get you. But it's not just your own fault. The ocean isn't particularly clean. We've got sand, algae, seaweed, dead plankton, all the stuff that clings to your wetsuit and festers. There's also more bacteria in the air, and mildew, or mildew, depending on where you live, if your suit doesn't dry properly. And when does it ever feel completely as dry as when you first put it on? Never, right? All we can do is try. So, rinse it super thoroughly after every surf and use fresh, cold, or lukewarm water. When we say thoroughly, we mean inside and out. This is something we tend to forget. If your wetsuit begins to accumulate the stink, consider a wetsuit cleaner or shampoo. There's plenty of cheap options like Slosh or Sing the Stink. You can also make your own solution by combining white vinegar and water, 50-50, or use mild baby shampoo if you have some lying around. Just remember to rinse it all out. We don't need any more crap in the ocean. Sometimes a rinse may not be enough. Proceed to deep clean. Fill a tub with cool water and wetsuit cleaner and soak it for 30 minutes or longer. Now, drying a wetsuit is so much harder than cleaning it. This is compounded by the weather and your living situation. Some of us are lucky enough to air dry it outside. Why don't you leave it in the sun? Direct sun is bad for your wetsuit because exposure breaks down the neoprene and weakens the stretchy, rubbery goodness. Then you get cracking and stiffness, not to mention the color fades. Wherever you dry your wetsuit, make sure you dry it inside out first, then flip it. A hanger will help, but not in the way you might be thinking. Don't hang it by the shoulders. Fold it over. Airflow, more than air temperature, is key to successfully drying your suit. It will take time. So if you can afford it, having 2 wetsuits that you can alternate, maybe just a ticket. It feels like we don't necessarily have to mention that you shouldn't roll, crumple, or leave your wetsuit in your car. But depending on where you surf and change, you'll want to consider a changing mat or a bucket, so you don't introduce more gunk to your suit after the surf. And that's all for today. Check out the Wipeout Weekly for our free newsletter, more stories and ways to connect with us. Thanks for listening. See you tomorrow for more of the Wipeout Weekly.